Hi, my name is Andrew Sabo, and this is the story of CC carpet and flooring and why you should be very wary of them as a contractor. Nice people, but their attention to detail is really appalling. We just received an interesting letter threatening us, saying that if we don't fulfill the balance, then they're going to send it to their attorneys for collection. Well, the work has not been finished and it's been absolutely shoddy. They've also put a bold-faced lie here saying, right here, numerous attempts since completion of our work to collect the balance and contact you via telephone have proved unsuccessful. Well, they have not made numerous attempts. They made one attempt, and my wife said to call me and not her. They left a message on her phone and that was it, and it was not to our satisfaction. And we told them what exactly we needed and what needed to be done. Also, they're saying completion of the work. Well, the work wasn't been completed. They did indeed on February the 14th complete the carpeting, but there was a whole lot more work that was done later in February that involved in granite countertops in our 3 bathrooms and in our kitchen. So let me tell you of all the stories and how shoddy it was. One of our first problems is we had asked for a single sink, and they came to us with this double sink. So that was the first mistake that was made by the salesperson. We had extensive discussions about this, and they said, tough, you're out of luck, we've already made the cutout, you're going to have to pay for a whole new piece of granite if we're going to do that. So kind of basically saying, tough luck, your problem, not ours, which turned out to be pretty much prevalent to a lot of their things. But their general plumbing is really appalling. I mean, like this fixture here is still loose, as you can see. It wasn't properly tightened underneath. I've tightened it up a little bit, but it's hard to get to. When they reconnected the disposer, didn't work. Our disposer worked quite nicely, very nicely, before they came along, and they basically left us without a disposer. And it was clear after about a week or so they weren't going to fix it, so I had to crawl underneath the sink and mess around with the electrical back there and figure out what was wrong, and eventually found out that there was no electrical coming to the socket where the disposer is connected. Took the plate off and found out that the wiring had come loose. Wasn't that hard, but it took me a couple of hours, but they certainly could have remedied that. Probably the vibration, hammering, and all that stuff that goes on with these kind of installations had knocked out the wires, but they left us hanging in the air again. Another thing that they certainly left us hanging in the air, they reconnected the stove top, but it didn't work, so that we were left without the ability to cook for about 3 or 4 or 5 days. When it was clear they weren't, we called them saying we need that fixed. They didn't call us back, didn't resolve it. So I tried to resolve it, and I got it kind of half working. I thought I had it working, and got the fans sort of working, and the lights were coming on, but none of the cooktops were coming on, and I ended up with an electrical shock, and I said, okay, that's enough is enough. So I called them again and pleaded with them, please come out. You know, that's supposed to be part of the installation, is you take things out and put things back as you left them. Obviously they didn't do that with the disposer, and they certainly didn't do that with the cooker. They did respond pretty quickly the second time we called, after having left us 3 or 4 days without the ability to cook. Guy came out, reconnected it, and thought we were all good to go, and that was fine. About a week later, we're cooking here, and I don't know, something happened. There was something that was smoking here. Turned on the ventilator, and I found out smoke was billowing out from underneath. They had omitted to connect the exhaust. Again, just one of those details. Details matter. They had omitted to connect the exhaust on the exhaust fan that was connected on the, just like they had omitted to connect the electrical, they omitted to connect the exhaust. So pretty typical. That's the kind of workmanship I think you can expect. Very consistent, I must say. They're very much consistent in their quality. They don't pay attention to detail, as was quite clear in the kitchen. 3 or 4 things that were not handled very well. So let's move on to the bathrooms. So before I dive in too much into the bathroom, I will say one thing. When they scheduled the installation, they originally said it's going to take a couple of days. Then, due to their scheduling, they wanted to do it all in one day, and they probably forgot to schedule to have a plumber come out. So my wife was actually left stranded. They came in and installed the countertops, but she had no running water in any of the 3 bathrooms or the kitchen. So that was, again, nice attention to detail, again consistent with CC's philosophy. The countertops, I must say, they do look nice. That's because my wife has great taste, and they did put their countertop installation is good, but when it comes to, again, the details, and the details do matter, there were problems. When they installed this particular faucet, ended up that was leaking, there was water coming out, and we caught them in a bit of a panic, because obviously water creates damage. And they did come back out and they fixed the leak, and we were good to go. However, I noticed this is one of our guest bathrooms, and unfortunately they did not install this properly. As you can see, the sink is still loose, swivel, so they didn't do something right there. Again, attention to detail wasn't very good. Let's move on to the master bathroom. Here in the master bathroom, and I should say one thing also, we were spending quite a lot of money here. We were redecorating three bathrooms as well as the kitchen, and all our bathrooms used to have like faux marble, and our master bathroom still has some faux marble. I'll tell you the story behind that. But we used to have faux marble along the countertops, and oh look, we still have faux marble on that backsplash there. And then faux marble here. So did a great job replacing the 2 countertops, but we had my wife had gotten 3 contractors, 3 people to bid on this, and the other contractors had all dutifully measured everything out. Okay, you know, you got the countertops, you got your side backsplash, your backsplash here, your backsplash around the bathroom, and then your countertop here, your backsplash along the back here, and the little piece there. So 2 out of the 3 contractors had properly measured the bathroom and made sure all the faux marble was measured so that we could renovate the whole thing. Well, CC Carpet, the salesperson there, had forgotten to measure that backsplash. Not like it's a lot of granite there. I'm sure they probably could have cut that out of some other pieces, because these are usually actually wider pieces. So, that could have probably come out of the existing marble, and actually we did, like I said, we had done 3 bathrooms all with the same marble. So there was a lot of granite granite. There was a lot of granite that we bought, and I'm sure that could have been remedied at the time. We told them the problem, and as you can see here, we are 2 months later. We still have faux marble in that backsplash area around the bathroom, unfortunately. So they have made no attempt to really remedy that. They could say, well, your problem. Not, just because we forgot to measure it, that's not our problem. And we even told them, look, we would have gone with another contractor who was maybe about $100 or $200 more, but they had not forgotten to measure that. So that is a problem, so our bathroom is still basically unfinished, and despite their claims of having finished all the work, which of course is again not true, and we have not even signed off on the work having been completed. So let's go to the 3rd bathroom. So here we are in the 3rd bathroom, same granite that was used in the other 2 bathrooms. Everything looks fine here, doesn't it? Hunky-dory, although we found out that they didn't properly install the plunger. That's still not connected properly. Bit of a pain. We don't really use this bathroom very much, so it looks nice, but it's with our children being gone, and it's only occasionally used. Well, imagine our horror, but last week I happened to go underneath the sink, and I found out that it is leaking. I've got a towel down there. We're catching the water. There is a ton of water that is dripping out of that, unfortunately, and has completely damaged the inside of the cabinetry. I don't know if you can see that, but it's all swollen up at the back. So this cabinet is probably now completely ruined. And again, I didn't realize that they had not, something up there was not connected. There's water dripping, and we have and I can see now there's mold growing in the back, and we have a big problem. So I'm gonna have to probably even go underneath the house and see what other damage we have. I don't know if there's damage in the floor, but again, attention to detail. Not having tight plumbing can create all kinds of havoc for you in the future, especially if it's just you don't notice it, or it's a place that's not often seen. It can become insidious. So again, their attention to detail is frighteningly poor, and they obviously have some serious quality assurance. I don't know if they even really have somebody come through and do any kind of quality inspection. That's clearly lacking in their processes. So definitely a distinct problem. And talking about quality assurance, best practices, I'll share one more little story with you. Finally, we come to the bedrooms. We actually have 3 bedrooms, the master and 2 other bedrooms, recarpeted. Overall they did a pretty good work. We even, I think, said that it was good work when we signed off on that part of the job. Although I was talking to a contractor later, so you might want to be warned about this, but best practices are you remove all the furniture from a room so that you can properly stretch out the carpet. Well, like in this case, in this room, I know they left the bed. They did that in all 3 of the rooms. They did not remove all the furniture, so actually that carpet has probably not been properly completely installed. Not bad, it looks good, but my understanding that's not best practices. Again, lack of quality assurance. So that's just a few of that's most of the problems we've had with CC, so beware. Quality assurance is not their strong suit, and they cut corners, and to make matters worse, they don't resolve the problems when they're done. Just because they left the job site doesn't mean the work is done, so be careful on signing off on anything with them. We have actually not signed off on, we signed off on the carpet, so we're stuck there, but that's not a big deal. That, like I said, that was pretty well done. When it came to the 3 bathrooms and the kitchen, we had some severe problem, and they've made no attempt of providing any kind of compensation for the issues that they left us with, or the issues that I had to resolve, and the fact that our bathroom is still not finished to this day. Now we've got another bathroom with some severe damage because of their sloppy workmanship. So be warned. Maybe I'm the exception to the rule, I don't know, but this is just my experience. This is my testimony. You can see, as you can see visually, some of the stuff that they have done or not done. This is our testimony of the work of CC Carpet and Flooring. Take care. Buyer beware.